it's Barnes with the assist.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Barnes with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Turner passes to Nembhard. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, and you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Ingram. Back to Pirtle. It's Barrett on the wing. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
You gotta like the quick decision-making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
There's a screen by Turner. Shot's good by Matherin.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Poke loose. Halliburton surveys the floor. Kept alive. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Matherin finds Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Nembhard outside for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 3. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And it's quickly with a miss. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it. Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Siakam outside. Pass to Matherin. Lets the 3 fly. And Indiana misses again.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. They double-team Halliburton. Ingram against Matherin. Over Ingram. And Indiana misses again. The Raptors have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. On target from range. Ingram's got 6.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Halliburton. Shot to stop the run. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Great speed displayed that time by Tyrese Halliburton. Went right to the rack when he saw the gap in the defense.
The 3, Barrett. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Halliburton misses. And so quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They're leading by 8. Barnes, no good. 19 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Siakam for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Left side Ingram. The three-pointer off the mark. Nembhard outside. And that's not going to go. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Toronto out in front, up by 8. And the second quarter, it... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
you know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
On the court for the Pacers. Second quarter underway. They've got Aaron Nesmith, Thomas Bryant out there with Toppin. Then it's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the 1. Out left to the wing. And here's Shepard for 3. And Castleton pulls it down. Toronto leading by 11. Pass to Battle. The 3-ball. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Toronto has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. And it's Shed missing. Pacers trail by 14. McConnell from outside. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. McConnell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Mobo. Fires from deep. That shot missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Castleton, guarded by Toppin. Here's Mobo. Pass to Shed. From outside the arc. No good. Great D that time from McConnell. Toppin with it. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the shot goes down.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Outside Dick. Here's Shed. He's marked by McConnell. Here's Shed. No points so far. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Pass to Battle. On the wing, Grady Dick launches it. Here's Battle. Lets it go from deep. Dick with a miss. Indiana on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. And here's Toppin from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Pass to Battle. Here's the 3. Pacers with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And here's Toppin from the arc. Rebound Toronto. Castleton's got 4 rebounds now. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Shepard. McConnell outside. There's a screen by Toppin. 4 on the clock. Dick brings the double team. And here's Shepard for 3. Drops in the 3. Shepard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Shed from downtown. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Up top, McConnell. Toppin outside. Outside Nesmith. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Shed. He's marked by McConnell. Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. This one for 3. And it's Shed missing. Pacers trail by 5. McConnell goes in. Blocked. They get it back. Bryant finds Toppin. No good with the triple. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front, up 5. Well, now we have some. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Obi Toppin has done in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Now the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Emmanuel quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Barrett can't hit. Pacers trail by 9. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Indiana now. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Mathurin. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Mathurin's got 5.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Quickly outside. Takes the 3. Pacers with a rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Raptors lead by 7. Barnes passes to Ingram. The 3. The shot no good. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Siakam for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Quickly, passes to Ingram. Barnes the screen. Back to Quickly. Beyond the arc. Mathurin with a rebound. Mathurin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Ooh, poked away. Turner against Quickly. Looking to end this cold spell. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Halliburton against quickly. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Raptors lead by 3. Quickly with the ball. Picked up by Matherin. Here's Ingram. And it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got 9.
And boy, Ingram uses that floater so effectively at just the right time with just the right arch. Pulls it out of his bag when the defense least expects it.
Shot's good by Matherin.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Off target from outside. The Pacers have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Turner. Outside Matherin. Siakam with a screen on quickly. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. For the lead. Rebounded by Ingram. On the wing quickly. Over Turner. No good on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Nembhard and Matherin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Nembhard outside. Halliburton left side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Pass to Battle. Now Grady Dick. Here's Shed. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Stolen. Here's Castleton. Turner covers. Here's Battle. Nice form on the 20-footer. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead. And for the Pacers, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Halliburton. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
And it's Toronto with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
There's a screen by Turner. Halliburton fights through the contact.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Here's Dick. Sinks the tray. Dick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. There's a screen by Turner. Rebound, Toronto. Castleton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dick with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Battle. Offline with a 3.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. And Hallie to the hoop.
Great job that time by Halliburton, staying under control. You know, sometimes you can get a little overzealous when you see the floor wide open. He was right in rhythm.
Outside Dick. The rebound by Nembhard. Nembhard's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the wing. Now here's Turner. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Siakam the screen. Here's Nembhard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both shots good from the strike.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Pass to Battle. Here's Mobo. He's covered by Siakam. And here's Dick. Clock at 6. Here's Battle. The 3 is up. No good there.
How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
Siakam. Gathering. Passes to Turner. High post Siakam. It's rebounded by Dick. Picked it out of midair. Halliburton right side. The steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Battle's shot is good. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 6. Here's Halliburton. Misses in close. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Jacks up with 3. Mathurin with a rebound. Fires the 3. Off on that one. And so Toronto takes the win. Boy.
Tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog. Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the two-guard spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Pirtle sends it back.
Just fantastic defense by Pirtle. You see the length and the timing.
And that one's good quickly.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And here's Toronto. Out to Ingram. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And Emmanuel quickly gets the 3. Quickly's got 5.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Oubre. That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
He gets that one.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Embiid. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now the 76ers on the break. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Raptors leading by 6. Barrett the pass to Pirtle. Here's quickly from deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Back to Barrett. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Barrett's got 5 now.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Embiid. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
The kick out to Barnes. Oubre with the steal. Here's Grimes. They get the rebound. Oubre outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors leading by 5. And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want. The guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And here's quickly for 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Here's Embiid. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the contest. Here's Shed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Violation. That's a jump ball.
Here's Mobo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Raptors lead by 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
They've got Dick. And it's Mobo in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And you know, he's going to continue to vary those if that's how they're going to DM up.
Dick with it. Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 76ers trail. Here's McCain. Edwards looking it over. And here is Drummond. Pocket 6. Now Butler. And Edwards launches it from deep. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Driving to the basket. Dick with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Mobo over Butler. Mobo gets the basket. Mobo's got his first points in this one.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Butler kicks to Drummond. Outside Butler. Pass to Yabusele. Off target from three-point range.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Raptors moving the ball around. Dick can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 4. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Shed, defended by Butler. Pass to Shed. Dick in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Dick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And now it's Dick knocking down a 3 of his own. Brady ready to answer.
Now here's Butler. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Pass to Mobo. Shed, that's good. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's McCain. It's rebounded by Dick. Raptors leading by 6. To the right side. Pass to Shed. Here's Mobo. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
To halt the run, and that one is stuffed right through.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Three-pointer. Butler. Here's Drummond. For three, Edwards. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. Here's Battles. To the left wing. Here's Mobo, defended by Drummond. Dick wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Butler feeling out of it. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. 23 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Dick. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown. Shed's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Outside Butler. The tray. No good on that one. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice performance by Emmanuel quickly.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Butler. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's McCain in at the 2. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Barnes finds quickly. On the wing quickly. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Quickly's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Barrett with the ball. George picks him up. Barnes dishes to Barrett. For the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 13. Here's Grimes, defended by Pirtle. Oubre passes to Grimes. They get it again. Embiid kicks to George. Here's Maxey. Toronto grabs the miss.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Oubre for 3. Here's Embiid, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside, Barnes dishes to Barrett, hammers the alley-oop through.
You have to be aware of Barrett. He's solid at recognizing when it's time to go for the alley-oop.
And George kicks to Oubre. Back to George. Looking to end the run. 76ers with the new shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. George has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And what a smooth 3-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin, wow.
Love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful, thank you. And he can't hit the second. The 76ers trail by 16.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Quickly with a wide open look. And the Raptors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Maxey passes to Grimes. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
Philadelphia ball.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Maxey finds Oubre. Goes up on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oubre can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And again, Toronto no up.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to George. Back to Oubre. And George kicks to Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Paul George. Fires from deep. Maxey, no good. Toronto shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And they get it back. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Raptors leading by 10. They've got Grady Dick, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
The 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Now Dick. Pass to Battle. This one for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Oubre outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shed. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Doesn't go for him. The 76ers trail by 16. Grimes passes to Maxey. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Toronto's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Shed. Here's Battle. Nailed from 3-point land. Battle's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Raptors. Embiid sets the pick for Oubre. To the wing right side. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Oubre. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Pass to Mobo. Here's Battle. Defended by George. Spins. Right wing. Here's Dick from outside the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Battle. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The three from George. They get it back. Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Shed. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Shed. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And again, no good by Toronto. The 76ers trail by 14. To the middle. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
Paul George with the steal. Three-pointer by Embiid. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Shed. And that time, also a missed shot. 76ers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Maxey, and the lead is down inside single digits.
The shortest three in the game, Maxey, solid from that corner.
Pass to Castleton. Here's Shed. Here's Momo, defended by George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dick with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Momo. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Pass to Battle. And George hits the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both good from the line that time. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. No good on the triple. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And here is Quickly. Shot clock at 6. Toronto needs to get off his shot. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fires from way outside. Not going to go that time. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Indiana on offense. Siakam the screen. Nembhard outside. Off target with the three. Now George. Pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Knocks down the triple.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Now here's Embiid. He shoots it, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Come on. I mean, what can you do defensively? Embiid is pretty much impossible to guard when his jumper is on.
Turner for three. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Grimes. Back to George. Oubre with it. Now Embiid. Turner covers. Oubre, a screen on Turner. Three-pointer Embiid. Indiana with a rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Maxey. Shot clock at 5. He buries it from 3.
Well, the corner three, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum. 8 straight points. The offensive rebound. Pass to George. Over to the left wing. Mathurin brings the double team. Now here's George. For 3, Maxey. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 8. In transition, here come the Pacers. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Now here's Halliburton. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game. Siakam with a screen on Maxey. Siakam left side. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Maxey finds George. Screen by Embiid. George scanning the floor. Tries to spin move. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Halliburton for 3. Halliburton on the wing. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. 1:03 left to play in the first. Pass to Siakam. They still need this. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Maxey passes to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And the Basket by Siakam.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
And Oubre gets it to go.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
George for three. The rebound by Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin from deep. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so it's Philadelphia up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. They've got Andre Drummond, Edwards out there with Butler, and it's McCain in at the two-guard spot.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
It's picked off. Left side, Nesmith. Bryant outside. Pass to Shepard. There's a screen by Toppin. There's the triple. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Philadelphia leading by 8. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, BA, how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Over to the wing. Here's McCain, covered by Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Drummond passes to Butler. Yabusele. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Toppin outside. Bryant, the pass to Toppin. And a miss there on the triple. The Sixers leading. Edwards for 3. Butler taking his time here. Here's Yabusele. Pass to McCain. Launches a 3. And the 76ers get it back. Outside for Butler. Here's McCain, guarded by Toppin. Outside Butler. Philadelphia with another miss. For Indiana, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Up top, Nesmith. Yet to see a basket. Drummond with the ball. And it's McConnell picking him up. The pull-up. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pacers trail by 8. Toppin outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. He takes it in. Just 5 on the clock. McConnell from outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCain. Outside Edwards. Let's go with a 3. No luck on that one. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. Pass to Bryant. McConnell outside. Now here's Toppin. Over Edwards. Toppin's shot is off. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 3. They get the rebound. The kick out to Edwards. And here's Butler outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Toppin outside. Pass to McConnell. Takes a three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's McCain. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 8. Toppin finds McConnell. Three-pointer. Indiana again missing. Well, the 76ers shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Here's McCain. 4-3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Butler. And finally, that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 10.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Pass to McCain. Butler on the wing. Shoots over McConnell. Again, the miss by Butler.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general, but hey, the tide can shift. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, all right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, we've seen Kelly Oubre really having a great game.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in its center. And it's Mathurin in its small forward. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the three, but go to your first strength.
Here's Nembhard. Off the mark there with a three. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Grimes. Off target from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Siakam outside. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Mathurin against George. The three is up. And it's Benedict Mathurin with the three. Mathurin's got 6 points.
Boy, great answer by Benedict Mathurin. What a shot from distance.
Spins. Maxey with a screen on Turner. Outside Maxey. Fires for three. And the 76ers get it back. Pass to Grimes. Another shot. The rebound by Nembhard. Pacers trail by 9. Mathurin with the ball. Guarded now by George. Oubre against Turner. Siakam outside. For three, Mathurin. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Grimes. George for three. Drills it from deep. And the 76ers lead by 12. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
in practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Back to Oubre. And here's Embiid. Maxey with a screen on Siakam. Lets it fly.
Minutes remaining in the third.
George passes to Maxey. 6 to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid misses. Pacers trail by 12. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Embiid misses. A minute 31 left in the third quarter of the game. Puts up a 3. Oh, look at the range. Joel is good for 3.
And we know Embiid has this kind of touch from deep. Nice triple.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Embiid against Halliburton. There's the 3. Embiid missing again. The Pacers have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. There's a screen by Turner from downtown. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Philadelphia leading by 12. Pass to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Embiid again missing. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Nembhard. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And here's Embiid. 13 points in the game. George, a screen on Turner. Now here's Embiid. Takes the 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Maxey. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Eric Gordon is out there with Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Gordon can't hit.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Nembhard with it. Checked by Gordon. For 3. Mathurin knocks it down from distance.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
And Embiid gets the double team. Back to Oubre. The 3. Buries it from 3. And the 76ers lead by 12.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Embiid can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's Nembhard. That 3's off the mark.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Gordon with a screen on Halliburton. Embiid from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Nembhard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game. Maxey surveys. Out to Gordon. Let's go with a 3. Connects from downtown. Gordon's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Here's Nembhard. Good work defensively by Gordon.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Embiid with it. Out to Gordon. There's the triple. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Nembhard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Oubre. Back to Embiid. Now here's George. Outside Oubre. Left side Maxey. Kicks it to George. Hands it with nobody near him.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Halliburton outside. Halliburton drives. On the wing, Nembhard. Turner, a screen on Gordon. Nembhard with it. Picked up by Embiid. Siakam against Oubre. Three-pointer Mathurin. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Gordon finds Oubre. Tries the spin move. Back to Gordon. Pass to Maxey. Out to Oubre. Maxey on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. And it's Maxey missing. Pacers trail by 11. Here's the lob. Tipped. And they get it back. Mathurin passes to Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Up top, Embiid. Mathurin with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the 76ers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
To the right side, outside Maxey. And Turner with the block.
How about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill.
aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams is no different.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. And you don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
Here's quickly, following the score by Miles Turner. Quickly against Halliburton. Ingram outside. Takes the 3. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Here's Nembhard. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Barrett against Mathurin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Halliburton. After R.J. Barrett's bucket, that one falls.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
A 3 from Quickly, kept alive, out to Barrett. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barrett's got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Siakam finds Halliburton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Here's Halliburton after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Good.
Standing 6'5", Halliburton, one of those longer, lanky guards that can get out there and use his size to disrupt.
Halliburton against Quickly for 3. Barrett. The Pacers pull it in. And stolen by Barnes. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Turner. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. It's Pirtle top of the key. It's Barrett on the wing. 5 to shoot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And Ingram seems just more and more confident in his ability to shoot from the three-point line.
Siakam a screen on Quickly. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Barrett. Halliburton against Barrett. And Halliburton slams it in.
And Halliburton just springing off the floor. Defense couldn't stop him once he got airborne.
Barnes outside. Quickly with a wide open look. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Halliburton against Quickly. Siakam sets a screen for Mathurin. A three-pointer is right on target.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here's Barrett. He's got 5. Barnes looking around. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Outside Turner. On the wing, Mathurin. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
We'll be topping out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Neesmith. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Shed, that's good.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. And good that time.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass the battle. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Battle. And the 3 off target. Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded closer. Pass to Toppin. From downtown. It's rebounded by Dick.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Battle. Dick with it. Here's Battle. Neesmith covering. Here's Dick. 3-pointer. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Shepard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Raptors with the lead. Here's Shen. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Shed, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that length.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's McConnell. It's deflected. Dick with it. James there. And the dunk by Dick.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Shepard, the pass to Bryant. missed inside.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Pass to Battle. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 8. Neesmith can't get it to go. Here's Mobo. Lets it go with a three. And that one is off. Here's Neesmith. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Raptors leading by 8. Pass to Shed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now Toppin puts up a three. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's stolen by Shepard. Here's Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
Obi Toppin able to get out on the fast break as a big and fill that lane.
Pass to Dick. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball.
There's the triple. Here's Castleton. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Castleton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Ready for the fan half-court shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Scotty Barnes, what a contribution.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Ingram, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, he can't find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And here's Quickly for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Mathurin for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mathurin's got 6.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Quickly against Halliburton. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Can't get it to fall. Raptors leading by 6. Barrett for 3. And the Raptors miss again. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Nemhard. Barrett covering. Outside Mathurin. Siakam, a screen on Ingram. Here's Mathurin. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Siakam's shot is off. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Right side Barrett. A 3 from Quickly. Trains the three-pointer. Quickly's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Indiana again missing. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's quickly missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Nembhard. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Raptors leading by 9. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Raptors are gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Barrett against Mathurin. And it's Barrett penetrating to the paint. Lays it up off the glass. Barrett's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
The Barrett getting down low doesn't mean he can't be aggressive. He was on that play.
Siakam, a screen on Ingram. Here he goes. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
A 3 from quickly. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The kick out to Barnes. For 3, Ingram. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 6.
That jumper right there, pretty pure from B.I. Sized up the D and just took it.
On the wing, Mathurin. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The offensive rebound out to Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That 3 off the mark. Launches a 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Well, through 3. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Raptors leading by 14. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
No hesitation from Tyrese Halliburton. He's a confident guy.
Toronto shooting reasonably well, 45%. That'll miss it. Pacers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Dick with the steal. Pass to Mobo. Out left to the wing. Dick with it. Here's Mobo. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Got a hand on it. Here's Nembhard. Dick defending. Wasted no time on that one. Nembhard's got it back down to within single digits for the Pacers. Here's Mobo. Defended by Mathurin. Mobo gets the basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
First team foul.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Raptors have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Mathurin's got 5 rebounds tonight and stolen by Barnes. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle.
Into the lineup for the Raptors.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Out of bounds. Toronto ball.
And here's Ingram from the arc.
And look at Siakam outworking the offensive player, giving his all there to take away that shot.
That's a 2 for Mathurin. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto leading by 11. It's stolen. Here's Nembhard. Off target with his 3. And so here's Toronto. They've led by as many as 14 points. A 3 from Quickly. Good on the three-point shot. Quickly's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
With it all clicking, Quickly can be dangerous, and he's showing it tonight.
Here's Halliburton, and finished off by Halliburton.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
Well, this is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer who can dominate the game at times.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Ingram left side. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 13. Launches it. Benedict Mathurin, and that's good.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Ingram. The Pacers pull it in. 1:02 left in the fourth. Nembhard's shot is good.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Out to Barrett. The 3. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
Siakam against Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Mathurin for 3. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Fader out on the way. The rebound by Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Fires the three. Boucher with the rebound. Now, here's Quickly. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Quickly finds Ingram. Now Barrett from behind the arc. Hits the 3-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to George. Now here's Embiid. This one for 3. Barnes with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Barrett passes to Barnes. Kicks it out to Barrett. And here's Ingram. Outside Barnes. 5 on the clock. Here's Quickly. Maxey covering. Back to Barrett. The 3 ball. They get it again. Kicks it out to Barnes. The 3 is up. The rebound by Maxey. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Now here's Quickly. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Barrett from the arc. Barrett missing again.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Maxey, that's good.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Pirtle finds Barnes. Here's Quickly. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Ingram. Pass to Barrett. Outside Ingram. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. He launches a 3. Rebound Toronto. Fires from deep. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's Barrett on the wing. The 3 from Quickly. Drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For 3, Maxey. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Quickly from outside. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Quickly's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The Sixers with another miss. Raptors lead by 3. Pass to Ingram. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. The 3 from Barnes. Joel Embiid with the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's 3-point shooting.
Right side Barrett. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. Here's Embiid.
You've got to be wary of Pirtle when you're a shooter. If he's in the neighborhood, he could get to it. So I love the fact that he's all out on defense.
Now here's Ingram. He's covered closely. The 3, Barrett. And Grimes pulls it down.
Hey, I think that green light they've given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Pass to Oubre. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Outside Ingram. Launches a three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you look at the form on Ingram's catch-and-shoot jumpers, it's textbook. He's got excellent posture. His hands are in a good position, and most importantly, he's ready to shoot it when he catches it.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's up. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. They've got Andre Drummond, Edwards out there with Butler, and it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
The Raptors have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And again, Toronto, no good. Philadelphia shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. A quick look, no good that time. Toronto has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And it's Battle missing. Edwards for 3. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Driving inside. Battle's shot is good.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Dick. Misses the 3. The Sixers trailing. Pass to McCain. Here's Drummond. That one goes. Count it. Drummond's got his first points of the game.
Boy, a little contact will not deter Drummond. I mean, he gets physical right back and finishes strong.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Pass to McCain. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Toronto.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Oh, swiped away. Knocked loose. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. And here tonight, Grammy Award winner Diplo.
Well, he went to college in Philadelphia. Now, he didn't grow up with a local NBA team in Mississippi, so he adopted the Sixers, and they have adopted him back.
3-pointer. Butler can't get it to go. The Raptors with a lead. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
Here's Yabusele. The Sixers again can't hit. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Shed. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple. 76ers trail by 8. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And here's Butler outside. He drops it from range. Butler's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Yabusele. There's a minute 12 left in the second. Pass to McCain for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Mobo's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. Mobo's got 8 points.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
How about that, Andre Drummond? No, you didn't just show me that kind of creativity and 7-foot frame at about 1/3 of a ton.
Pass to Battle. The 3. Here's Shed. The 3 is up. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ball stolen. Here's Dick. And the Raptors get it back. Pass to Battle. Here's Mobo. Here's Dick. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. 76ers trail by 6. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at center, filling out the middle. Outside Ingram. Lets it go from the wing, and he nails the jumper. Ingram's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Brandon Ingram, very confident in his mid-range day. He knows he can shoot from just about anywhere and get his shot whenever he wants to.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. To the left side wing. Back to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Three-pointer, no good. And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickly's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto leading by 8. Quickly from outside. Sinks it from distance. Quickly's got 9 points.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Embiid a screen on Barrett. George for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Ingram. Pirtle, the pass to Ingram. And he hits the jumper. Ingram's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Oubre on the wing. He has 6. Had the space there, but it's offline.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The shot by Ingram, no good. 76ers trail by 10. Here's Grimes. No good from outside.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's quickly. No good that time. Ooh, nice D from George. The 76ers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9.
Boy, that's how you execute in transition, guys. It can be realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over.
Pass to Barrett from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Oh, Embiid hits from outside.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Beyond the arc. And again, Toronto with a triple.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Embiid with it. He's got 5, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pirtle finds Barnes. And Grimes pulls it down.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Pulls it. The shot by Ingram, no good. 76ers trail by 8. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got his second basket of the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
For 3, Maxey. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now Ingram. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Shed. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Back to Dick. With the drive. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Joel Embiid. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. He's covered by Oubre. Here's Mobo. 4-3. They get it back. Fires the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. For 3, Maxey. And the 76ers another 3.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Pass to Shed, right wing. Here's Mobo. He's covered by Oubre. Now here's Dick. Oh, they pick off the pass. To tie it up. Oubre can't hit. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Mobo. He's covered by Oubre. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Quickly drives in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
From deep. The offensive rebound. And here's Ingram outside. Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. Here's Quickly, puts up a three. The rebound by Maxey.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George finds Maxey. Oubre, a screen on Quickly. For three, Maxey. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Quickly, right side. Outside Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 4. Oubre passes to Maxey. Ingram with the double team. Here's Grimes. Pass to Maxey. 5 to shoot. Takes a three. Philadelphia with another miss. Raptors lead by 4. And it's Barrett off the drive. And he dunks it down.
And Barrett's teammates and coaches love when he shows some edge, slashing to the rim with purpose.
Outside Maxey. Pass to George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Back to Maxey. Three-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
And here is Barrett. Back to Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. Here's Pirtle. Soft touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 5.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Toronto making a switch here. Boucher's checked in. 5-on-3 break. Quickly from outside. Pure from three-point range.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Toronto now. They're on an 11-3 run from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. 7-point differential. And so Toronto takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yeah.
is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Oubre, a screen on Mathurin. And it's George missing.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Grimes. Nembhard covering. Outside, George, and Embiid in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Siakam passes to Mathurin. Drills it from outside.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Maxey against Halliburton. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
George passes to Embiid. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And that makes it a tie ball game.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
And it's Halliburton missing. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. George dishes to Embiid. A 3-ball. Pacers with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Siakam a screen on Embiid. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Back to Nembhard. There's the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Now, here's Maxey. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Turner with a screen on Maxey. At the floater. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers lead. It's George on the wing, covered by Siakam. George with the bucket.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Embiid, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Nembhard, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. George, no good. And Indiana shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Turner with the screen. Wide open look. Count it. Good. It's all knotted up.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Three-pointer. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we'll be back with you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Abusele out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Edwards. Fires for three. Toppin pulls it in. Indiana leading. McConnell with it. Out to the right wing. Toppin kicks to McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Shoots the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Butler from outside. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Here's the three. The kick outside to Butler. Philadelphia moving the ball around. For three. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Shepherd. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. A nice shot by McCain. And the 76ers lead by 1.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Toppin. Indiana again missing. Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Abusele passes to Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Bryant. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Shepherd, the pass to Toppin. Rebound Andre Drummond. 76ers shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 31%. Not looking sharp offensively, to say the least.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Butler, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drives coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And here are the 76ers now. Following the three-point attempt by Obi Toppin. Bangs home the trifecta.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Took him no time at all on that one.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Butler, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Toppin throws it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside Bryant. Here's the three. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. Outside Butler. Lets it go from deep. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. McConnell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Three-pointer. Butler. It's good from long range. Butler's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia. And there's the call on Jared Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Halliburton for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Raptors benching the center court. And get ready for the fans. Fourth shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pacers trail by 8. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. George dishes to Embiid. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Offline with his 3. The 76ers leading by 8. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Oubre sets the screen for Embiid. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pacers trail by 8. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Maxey finds George. A 3. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Halliburton outside. And the layup falls.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Oubre, a screen on Turner. Embiid from outside. Pacers trail by 6. Pass to Nembhard. Left side, Halliburton. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Here's Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's Halliburton missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Grimes. Maxey kicks to Oubre. For the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a three. No good. Shot missing. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Good work there as it goes. George has got 5.
Great anticipation from George there. Plus the long body, the quickness. Nice play.
Outside Turner. Pass to Mathurin. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. 6 points here for Benedict Mathurin. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Got that one up quick. And the 76ers lead by 7.
That is how you respond. Maxey with the 3 of his own.
Green by Siakam. Nembhard trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. The three-pointer, no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Now Embiid. It's deflected and stolen by Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Nails the baby hook. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Halliburton passes to Turner. On the wing, Mathurin. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Mathurin, and he banks in the layup. Mathurin's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Halliburton outside. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Looking to get back on track here. And a missed layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's McCain. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers on top. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Philadelphia leading by 4. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's George. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. For 3, Oubre. The Pacers pull it in.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Mathurin against George. Here's Mathurin. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
McCain's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Mathurin missing. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Indiana trailing here. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And it's Mathurin missing. 76ers have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Three-pointer by Embiid. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Halliburton with it. George picks him up. Turner with a screen on George. Halliburton drives in. And Halliburton slams it in.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Gordon's checked in. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Tipped away. Outside, George. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre on the wing. From deep, George. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Siakam, a screen on Gordon. Here's Nembhard, defended by Gordon. Left side, Halliburton. Indiana again, missing. It's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Outside, Maxey, and stolen by Siakam. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. It's hauled in by Gordon. The 76ers trail. Here's Maxey. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Pacers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Indiana again missing. Philadelphia shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Oubre dishes to Gordon. Pass to Embiid. Turner with the steal. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From downtown, Indiana again missing.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Pacers shooting just 34% from the floor. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Turner with a screen for Mathurin. That one's not going to go. Good D by Embiid. Here's Philadelphia. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Nembhard with it. Now defended by Oubre. Mathurin against George. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kelly Oubre.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Certainly some pressure on those free throws, but he still delivered.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Back to Gordon. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Maxey. And stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Mathurin. Defended by George. Outside, Mathurin. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous...